Hello. I'm going to walk you through a skills lesson that we would be doing in kindergarten on Monday if we were returning to school right now. This is Skills Unit 8, Lesson 8 from the CKLA. All right, here we go. So the first thing we would do is we would start with oral blending. We do this in class all the time. And I would ask the students if they could please help me make the sounds and blend them into words. So together we would say, ah, t, and then we'd put it all together. Hot. Our next word would be p, ah, t, pot. S, p, ah, t, spot. Ah, t, slot. And we talk about how we remember CH comes together to say ch, ah, p, chop, ch, I, p, chip. SH says sh. So we have sh, I, p, ship. And then we add a letter at the end and we get sh, I, p, s, ships. Our tricky word of the day is a word that we've already had this year, so it shouldn't be too tricky for us. It is was. The little boy was home from school because there was a pandemic going on. Was. And now we're going to read a story called The Van. This is our Unit 8 reader. It's called Sam. And we've read several stories with Sam and gotten to know some things about him and his family members and some of his friends. This is Sam down here, his dog Max, and his cat named Tim. So to get started, we're going to talk about two concepts that will be appearing in this story. The first one is fix-it man. A fix-it man is a man who repairs or fixes something that is broken. We might call him a mechanic if he works on cars. You might have a fix-it man come to your house, maybe to help fix the washing machine or the refrigerator. And the fix-it man usually has special tools with him. And he keeps his tools in a toolbox. And sometimes he might call it a fix-it kit. In this story, they're not going to call his kit a toolbox. They're going to call it the fix-it kit. So here we have a toolbox or kit with the things needed to repair something. So if I had a fix-it man come to my house to work on the washing machine, he would need to bring his kit with him with all his tools. Okay, before I start, I'm going to take a picture walk of the story. This story is called The Van. And in my first picture, I see Sam sitting in the van with his dog. And I recognize these people. That's Mom and Dad. We've met them in different stories. And here I see Mom driving the van with Sam. And I remember this guy. This is Chad. We met him in a story about going to the pond. But what's interesting about this picture is Sam and his mom look like they're flying in the car. The car isn't touching the ground. I wonder what happened. How did the car get up in the air like that? Oh no, now it looks like the car's coming back down. It probably is going to come down pretty hard on the ground. They all look kind of nervous. I just have to comment that we learned from Officer Ward that Sam should not be sitting in the front seat because he is not old enough. But at least everybody has their seatbelts on. So hopefully they won't get hurt when the car lands on the ground. Oh boy, now I see Mom. She looks very worried. And Sam and Chad. And there's smoke coming out of the van. And the van is all cracked It has dents. Oh boy. Looks like they might be into some trouble here. On the next page, I see this guy, the Fix-It Man. And the car is still smoking. Here's his Fix-It kit. He looks like he's been hard at work. He's all dirty, but he doesn't look very happy. I wonder what that means. And on the last page of the story, I see Sam and Chad in the back seat with Mom. And it looks like Mom's crying. She's probably worried about the van. And Chad is over here. He doesn't look too happy, but what is Sam doing? I remember those musical notes. I've seen Mrs. Primavera make them on the whiteboard when we go to music. So maybe he's singing. Interesting. I wonder why he would be singing at the end of the story. Well, let's go back and read this story. Okay, this story is called The Van. And I would love it if you would help read with me like we usually do in class. Sam's mom has a van. Remember, the underlined words are our tricky words. Sam is in the van. Now, if I look at the picture, I see it matches. Sam is in the van. Mom is standing right next to it. Let's go to the next page. There they are with Chad in the car, and this is the part I'm confused about. Why are they up in the air? Let's see. Sam and his mom got his pal Chad. I remember pal means friend. I wonder what it means they got his mom. Maybe they got his pal. Maybe they went and picked him up. Sam and his mom got his pal Chad. Then the van hit a big bump. The van will jump, up, up. That's why the van is in the air. It hit a big bump. It flew through the air. Uh-oh. Then slam. The van hit the land. It came back down onto the ground. Crash. Smash. Crunch. Snap. Pop. Those are not sounds you want to hear coming from your van. The van was bent. You see that right here. The van is bent. The van had lots of dents. That's where it's all banged up. The van did not run. When we say the van did not run, it means that the van wasn't working. It wouldn't drive. So it's a good thing they took it to this guy. There's that Fix-It Man. Sam's mom got a Fix-It Man. The Fix-It Man had a big Fix-It kit. That's his toolbox there. He has lots of tools. The Fix-It kit did not help much. The Fix-It Man did not fix the van. I wonder why he didn't fix the van. Maybe he doesn't know how to, or maybe he doesn't have the right tools. But they still have to get home. Sam's mom got a cab. We've talked about that word in class before. A cab is like a taxi or an Uber. The kids got in the cab. Sam's mom was sad. Oh, that explains why she's crying. Sam held his mom's hand. I think he's trying to cheer her up. Then Sam sang his mom a song. Mom, Sam sang, a van is just a van. He's right. She needs to be happy that she's safe and Chad and Sam are safe and the van will get fixed. All right, so now I'm going to ask some questions about the story, comprehension questions. What does the van hit that sends it into the air? Why did it go up in the air? If I look back in the story, what did the van hit? The van hit a big bump. Aha, that's why it went into the air. What noises does the van make when it hits the land? Let me turn back. The van hit the land, and let's read these words. Crash, smash, crunch, snap, pop. Describe what the van looks like after hitting the land. Oh, the van didn't look very good. There was dents and cracks, and it's all bent. Does the fix-it man fix the van? Well, I remember the picture showed the fix-it man was trying to fix the van, but I remember the last sentence said, the fix-it man did not fix the van. It doesn't tell us why, just that he didn't. How do Sam and his mom get home? What is this called again? Sam and his mom got a cab. So the cab would have a driver that would drop them off at home. Why is Sam's mom sad? Why was she crying? Was she crying because she couldn't find her purse? Was she crying because she lost something? I think she was crying because the van is broken. What does Sam do to make his mom feel better? I remember what he does. Sam sings her a song to remind her that a van is just a van. That was a nice thing for him to do. Now, if we were together, we would work on this worksheet, but instead, I would just ask the kids to practice writing and reading these tricky words that we've been working on. A or a, of, the, was, all, one, from. And that is where I would stop today's skills lesson. Thank you.